beginning of the build-out.
Good seeing you. Pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Week 1 of the demo. All right, it's the second week of February right now. We just demoed the store in Ocean City. When I say demo, I mean the slot wall on the walls, and we really started uncovering the ceiling and seeing what's really behind it. That's kind of one of the most important things of starting the process, in addition to laying out your plan. Has to be really uncovering some of the issues that you're gonna have. So I think that part of it was money for us this week. There's some good, there's some not so good. The drop ceiling in the store, I hated it, honestly. I felt like I was putting lipstick on a pig the whole time with the drop ceiling. And I think that the one good thing that came out of this week was just realizing that there's so much work to be done that I could just get rid of it. I'm not gonna be able to sugarcoat this. And I really, really wanna get a phenomenal user experience, a phenomenal vibe in the store. And to do it that way really makes me feel like that won't be the case. So I feel good about that. You know, we're removing the ceiling. That's one thing that came out that I feel like was a good move. The wall on the right-hand side, where it's a structural wall, you know, that requires a little bit of finagling with a new slot paneling. It's not really slot wall anymore. I'm using a creative slot panel. It's a tongue and groove system to make this to make it do what it does. But I'm pretty excited about it. Oleg was a little hesitant at first about it because I know he thinks like an engineer. He's worried about the pressure that the panel will put on the aluminum inserts and whether or not the inserts that we use will sit flush against the wall, which is of course, you know, the right thing to be concerned with. But I'm more the vision guy. I'm more what it is that I want with regard to the look and feel of the store. I already see it. I already see the whole store. I see the whole vibe. So I feel like that those details need to be rectified, but where there's a will, there's a way. That we'll figure out how to get them done. I'm excited about getting back there tomorrow. We're working tomorrow too. It's tomorrow Sunday. I'm working tomorrow to try to get the rest of the demo done. I want to know what I'm working with this week. That way I can start making my moves as far as, you know, getting an electrician out there and redo some of the electrical. You know, it's an older building. There's some updating that needs to be done, and that's reality. You can't make something look great without really working on the things behind it, the structural issues behind it. We're not really doing any of that structural stuff. I think maybe there's some subfloor that needs to be patched up, but other than that, I think we're good to go. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about getting in there. I feel like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders, just being able to get in there and work and see visually where we're at with regard to the canvas that we have. You can have every idea in the world. If your canvas ain't right, you're not gonna paint because your canvas ain't right? You think about a canvas for painting is a wooden frame, and then they wrap canvas material around it, and then they paint on it. What happens if the wooden frame on your canvas is not right? You're not painting. You're not painting till you get it right. So that's kind of where this week and next week possibly, that's uncovering and discovering what those issues are. Those issues for me are sometimes stressful because you just want to know what you're dealing with. So I feel like now I know what I'm dealing with, so I'm a little bit more at ease about it. I'm excited, man. I was on the boardwalk today. It's 60 degrees out, 63 right now. I can't believe it. Middle of February. It almost feels like we need to get open already. So I'm excited about getting the store ready. I'm excited about getting work done. I'm excited about the summer, about building this team. We got a couple ads going on right now on Indeed for hiring. I don't know, man. I just feel like every step of the way has been a positive experience. A couple of more positive things coming up next week. I got a presentation that I'm doing for Egg Harbor Township School System that I'm excited about. These are high school kids. They're law and business students. These are the future of the area, man. I'm honored, incredibly honored to be up there talking to these kids and dropping some insight on them about the business world. It's an incredible honor to be asked to do that. The other thing that we got going on next month, not this month, We got a Stalls TV thing that I'm working on, so I'm excited about that. It's a full episode of Stalls TV, 60-minute segment, maybe even 2. We'll see how that goes. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the whole process. The process of building a business has been something that I thought was exclusively something that me and a small circle of people that I roll with are interested in. I had no idea that putting this out there would benefit so many people. I'm so perplexed and excited by that at the same time. It's an amazing experience to put things that I go through out there and have people benefit from them and be like, yo, dude, I really learned something from that. That's crazy. So, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I'm happy that we can do that, but at the same time, it's a lot of work. So I feel like that I need to check in with you guys at least once a week and have these little heart-to-hearts in addition to the Instagram thing that I'm putting out, really to recap the week and have a conversation about where we're at with the week. Every so often, you'll see another guy in my videos. You know the time lapses and stuff that I do. That's Oleg. That's my man. He helps me out with a lot of the projects that I do. He's a little bit more seasoned in contracting. I'm not a contractor. I just know what I want, and I know that I have to find a way to get it done. So I'm very good at finding answers. He's more seasoned in that area, and it's a pleasure to work with him. He's a great guy. So if you see him in the videos, his name is Oleg, the Latvian Bear. Day 1 of the demo. All right, I just got here. I just brought the materials in. It's about 6 o'clock. I got Vanessa working on inputting data back at the warehouse. I got a few minutes here until Oleg gets here to help out with, conceptualizing everything that's going on right now. I'm excited. I want to get going on the job. I want to get going on the actual build out. I came up with an idea, figuring out a way to not use slot wall on this job. The stuff that you see behind me, all this stuff right here, this is slot wall. I hate it. I can't stand it. Over the years, I've been trying to find creative ways to not use slot wall. So I think I finally have somewhat of a solution. It's going to require us to be a little bit more creative in the way we approach this build out. But I think the end result is going to be a really, really cool end result. So I found this tongue and groove wood. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking these pieces and buzzing them down or ripping them in such a way that would allow me to sit the metal inserts that normally sit within the slot wall to give it extra reinforcement and strength. I'm going to buzz this down or rip it down and sit the inserts between the grooves of this. So I don't confuse you guys, I'm just going to show you what I mean. So basically, slot wall normally sits horizontally the way you see right here. I'm going to try to mimic that by using barnwood and using aluminum slot wall inserts. These pieces will actually line the whole store from front to back, just as if it was slot wall, but made out of barnwood and aluminum inserts. So I'm pretty excited about that because that's something new. I haven't seen too many people do that. I'm praying and hoping that this is going to work because these strips are literally, the aluminum strips are $6 a pop, and then these pieces of barnwood, because it's like a new item, tongue and groove barnwood like this, normally costs I've seen prices in around $10 price range. With this finish, with this stained finish, it's costing me another $3, but I don't have to stain it myself because it's actually perfect. The only thing I may want to do is whitewash it, which is just take some white paint, exterior grade paint, and just kind of go over it to give it that really distressed look. So essentially what we'd be doing is taking these inserts and sitting them in between this barnwood. So the look that you're going to get is a really sharp gray and aluminum kind of vibe to it. I think that this is going to come out really cool, man. See that? This is what we're looking at. So that's what's going to look like all across this and across these walls. These beautiful, bright blue, blue walls. Okay? So this is about a few $1,000s here. And when I say a few, I mean 4. Just the walls alone and material costs about $4,000 or $5,000. Keep in mind though, that these panels, brand new, are $50 a pop. If you buy them with the inserts, right? You're looking at about 110 to 120. If you're getting a good deal on these, you're paying maybe 90 something. You're not really getting them any less than that, unless you buy the inserts separately. So you're paying close to $100 for particle board. The salt water is going to eat away at it. It's just going to go eventually. So I may be at a higher price point doing this way with labor and maybe 50% more with material costs. And then my labor cost is going to be up because we have to manually put up each one of these boards. But the reality of it is I have a much better finish, a better look, and it's going to last me a lot longer if we do it right. There's a big if there. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now in doing this. So I'm actually really excited about this because I've been waiting to do this for years to find an alternative. I searched last year before we did the Wildwood store for an alternative for what it felt like was weeks, and I just couldn't come up with anything that I thought made sense price-wise to take the risk and try it. I think this is the closest thing that I found to be able to knock this out of the park. So I think we got something with this, and I think that the finish is going to be phenomenal. So I look forward to seeing a lot more of these videos. If you like what you see, if you really support what we're doing, I would appreciate it if you leave a comment or a like, or better yet, subscribe. So I hope you like what we do, and I hope I like what I do. Thanks for joining.